Guys, they said Ebony allegedly fainted over the dismantling of her shrine in the palace. My people, wonder they say shall never end. You see, every evil that people do in this life, it has a repercussion. Maybe at a time he or she will be doing it, he or she will be thinking that there is nothing is happening, they are in charge and all of that. But a time will come when they will have to pay for everything they have done. If you have done good, you will be rewarded. But if you think that you have monopoly to evil, a time will come when you will also receive your own portion. And right now, if everything we are hearing about Ebony and the palace is the truth, Ebony is receiving her own portion right now. So according to what we heard, they said she have an altar, a shrine, a strong shrine where she prays in the palace. And one thing that makes her command respect from her people there is whenever she is in that shrine, people believe so much that the gods are with her. Due to the fact that they said her late father was an Ifa priest. This thing that she's doing today, that she learnt it from the man. But they said the man was doing well according to what we heard. And I believe that the man maybe was doing well, and that is why a lot of people believe that Ebony is following the man's path. And for that reason, they respect her so much. They said whenever she is in that shrine, people respect her. She commands so much respect. And that her shrine in the palace, if you see the way they adore the shrine, you know. So, and this is a place where she goes to pray. Remember when Queen Naomi was in the palace, she also have her own altar where she goes to pray. And a lot of people also follows her to her altar to go and pray. So, and they said the same way, that is how a lot of people also goes to Ebony's shrine. And there she'll be doing those incantations and everything for them. And that gives her so much respect, more than all these other Oloris, who especially are not from Ile-Ife, not to talk of being a priestess and all of that. So the fact that she's a priestess, there is this recognition that it gives her. There is this so much value that it gives her. There is this, I don't know the right word to use here. People respect her so much because of the fact that she's a priestess. But one thing they don't know is that she is not doing what sometimes she's supposed to do because of her greediness, because of her quest to, take certain position and all of that. Remember they said there was a lady they even gang up against, and the person's right was taken away from them and was given to, I think, Iyatutu or what, and all of that. So with all of this revelation right now, people have come to know who she truly is. So they said with this recent revelations here and there, as a matter of fact, that the arrival of Adetutu inside that palace have uh, unraveled, or will I say uncovered Ebony and showed everyone who she truly is. That she is not what they thought that she is. Because for her to be lying to the king all these years, telling Kabiyesi that the gods have made it clear that Queen Naomi is not his wife, that Queen Naomi cannot come back to the palace, that Queen Naomi leaving the palace is the gods doing, and all of that. It has put Kabiyesi in a very tight corner and in a very confused corner, because Kabiyesi marrying Queen Naomi was divine. It was a prophecy fulfilled. Them having Tade, from what we heard, is also a fulfilled prophecy. So how then is it that the gods don't want her to come? Is it that the gods just want her to come and have a son for the king and live and all of that? But the king's heart was still or is still with her. But because of the fact that Ebony wanted the king all to herself, she kept confusing the king. she keep lying. She keep telling the king that the gods don't want Queen Naomi to come back. And that's why they push her out the way they did, not knowing that it wasn't the gods who pushed her out. It was she and her gang that pushed and manipulated her out and all of that, you know. So right now, they say Kabiyesi, after knowing that Ebony have not been sincere to her, to him, Ebony have been lying against most of the rituals that she has been doing. That is, if everything we're hearing is the truth. Kabiyesi decided that one, she is not worthy. She's not worthy to be a priestess in his palace. After all, Kabiyesi was the one who welcomed her to come and be working for him, to come and do some of the rituals that they cannot do as a man, because there are certain rituals that it is a woman who will do it, and that's the essence of having priestesses and priests, you know. So, and since Kabiyesi have seen that, oh, what they thought that she is not, Kabiyesi said no, that she's not worthy. And for that reason, Kabiyesi first of all replaced her. As a matter of fact, they say warning has been coming from Iyanifa, from other diviners, that Kabiyesi need to do something about her. And that's the essence of bringing Adetutu. And when Adetutu came, Adetutu confirmed most of the things that they have been saying about her. And for that reason, they have decided that Kabiyesi said Ebony's shrine cannot be in his palace. If she so wished to continue with her priestess work, she should go to her father's compound and erect a shrine where she will be there confusing people, lying to the people, making people believe that she is talking directly with the gods. Meanwhile, she is doing it for her selfish reasons. That is if everything we're hearing is the truth too. Because one thing I will never forget to tell you is that I do not live in the palace. These are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media. So they said, when Kabiyesi now gave orders, because after that revelation that shocked Kabiyesi to the bone marrow, Kabiyesi now gave orders to the guards to go and dismantle that her shrine, you know. So they said, when they went to do as Kabiyesi have said, because no matter who she thinks she is, the palace, Kabiyesi is in charge of the palace. And Kabiyesi is the one who will determine what will happen and what will not happen, especially now that he is working with clear eyes. You see, if everything we are hearing is the truth, the coming of Iyanifa in that palace is a divinely, or let's say a divine intervention. I'm telling you. Because most times you keep hearing that Kabiyesi is not doing these things with his clear eyes, this, that. But recently, Kabiyesi is doing everything with his clear eyes, because the moment that revelation was made, Kabiyesi summoned elders without wasting time, and they removed immunity from her. As if that is not enough, they say Kabiyesi retrieved a car that she have collected from the king in a cunning way, but Kabiyesi did not bother. After all, she is his wife and all of that. The say Kabiyesi collected that Mercedes-Benz 2024 model from her. And now, the only thing that still gives her some level of respect in that palace, which is that shrine, the say Kabiyesi gave order that the shrine should be dismantled. And they said they dismantled it without looking back. Before her very eyes, they said she was crying. At some point, they said she fainted, and they have to rush her to the hospital. That is, if the information is true, that is what we're hearing. Don't forget, they are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Do well to subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.